Welcome back, fellas, into this new video of TechExpress. Today, I'm going to be showing a very easy way how to make the actual connection between the VS Code and the Roblox Studio, which is going to be really fast. So, if you're building games inside the Roblox Studio, you're going to be already know how fast it is to code base and how can it actually expand. So, to make this process really fast, the first thing I'm going to be doing here is to open my Visual Studio. If you don't have access to your Visual Studio or you haven't claimed this yet, which is totally for free, you can go directly into a new tab, look out for the VS Studio, and you can see the actual link of the download called Visual Studio, which is a free AI code editor that you can have access directly into it. The only thing you need to do is to look out for the system requirements that you can run into your computer, select the one that is most likely to be working on, go for download, and you're actually good to go. Then you open your Visual Studio, you sign in, and you're actually now inside the Visual Studio. Once you have done this process, let's install the Rojo extensions and the actual plugins to make sure that the Roblox Studio can now be correctly working directly into the actual code. So if you open your actual Visual Studio, click into the extensions icon that you can focus into the left section, which is the extensions, and inside here you wanted to press the search for Rojo, which is the actual extension for the system binary, and of course by Eva era, and click into install the element. So this actual extension is the one that's going to be helping us to work with the actual Roblox. So make sure this one is runs for Eva era. Go and click for the element that says install. So the extension will prompt you to automatically install the apt-man, the toolchain coordinator, and download the system binary. So if you wanted to go for, you can go for yes, or switch to apt-man to configure your global path variables. So when you finish with this element, what you can do is to open and manage, for example, now the new element, which in this case is your Roblox Studio. So you can open the toolbox, change the asset category, drop down to the plugins, and search for the Rojo when we have now correctly signed in. Just wait till the actual Rojo has now been correctly installed. As you can see here, is installed. You can install a specific version. I can suggest you to enable the auto update element to make sure that everything is going to be working correctly the next time you are signed in. So what I need you to do is just to wait till the Roblox Studio has now been successfully connected, and then what we can do is now to move on to the actual next step. All right, we have now opened the actual Roblox Studio, right? So once again, let's open the actual toolbox that you can find directly inside your plugins. So make sure that we have now installed the actual plugins into the actual toolbox. So to find our plugins, let's open the toolbox and go for market and actual plugins. So let's go directly inside my first in this case my first experience. I'm going to focus for the toolbox, and into my toolbox I wanted to open this into the left section like this. There we go. And into the creator element, usually what I do is to look out for the actual changes, for the actual drop down to the plugins, which in this case could appear into the left section. So I click directly into the actual plugins and clicked into the elements that we currently have, which is the actual install. As you can see, here is the actual scripting of the Rojo. So I selected this element and I wanted to go for the element that says install. So I go for the element that says allow once again. Usually it's going to be happening 2 times, and once I have finished this element, should be appearing as the element that says now installed. So just click and to open that, make sure the layout specifies exactly where your folders live. For example, it tells Rojo to look inside your actual computer pad, clean, mirror all the files straight into the actual Roblox Interior Services to the actual 3 automatically. So I can head back directly inside here and make sure that my actual extension is now being correctly working on, right? So to spin up the live connection, for example, with our environment variable structure, let's fire the communication handle. So if you go back down to the VS Code terminal window, for example, what you can do is to go back directly into my run and debug, And of course, it's going to be really important to sign in directly into our Google account in order to make sure that we have now the actual current connection between both of those. So in my case, I needed to validate my actual connection between the GitHub, and inside GitHub, I should have now access directly into my VS Studio. Authorize the Visual Studio connection, go for the open the Visual Studio code, and inside here I should be now connected directly into my actual Rojo server. So there we go, it should have now the actual connection in a very easy way. So as you can see, the debug using the terminal command is now being working on inside here, and usually, as you can see, it says one confirmation pending. I always go for the option that says allow, and your system terminal will now report that local is actively listening into the network port, sometimes 34872. So if you have any questions, guys, you can let me know in the comments below. I think that we have done everything to make this process really fast. We have another tutorial to make the actual connection between the actual Roblox Studio and in this case, the Cloudy, so the artificial intelligence can make this process in a very easy way. So make sure that you have checked that as well. So if you have any question, once again, you can let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And well, hopefully with all this being said, we can all see you well next time.